So this is not a traditional review, since this is a pre-release product, a headphone that I have since early February, and it will be released as a Kickstarter campaign sometime in early April. Originally this was called the Movengine UM600, but now it is known as the AirCore OWH open-ear wireless hybrid. I will give you my impressions on it and how it fared in my day-to-day over the last 2 months. Specs wise, it's actually hard to talk about since there aren't any or almost any specs available. Movengine, the manufacturer, says these have 30 hours of battery runtime. I clocked it in at 27 hours, which is absolutely okay in my opinion. Codecs wise, you get SBC and AAC. Let's take a closer look at the design and the build quality. It's an all-fabric design, which I actually like. It's generous in its amount. The padding on top is good and wearing it for a couple of hours was no problem at all. The ear cup padding is also very good. It is harder than most other headphones that I've used. Springy, but still comfortable. It reminds me slightly of the rubber ear cups on my Nura phones in terms of stiffness, which is a good thing. The hinge mechanism on my pair is a bit stiff to use. There's quite a lot of resistance when changing the position of the ear cups. It's also a rotatable cup up to 90 degrees, but you actually cannot fold it flat. Also, you get a carrying case, which is great. It's a sturdy box, it's a simple design, hardened shell, and it's easy, well, to carry it around. Good padding on the inside of the carrying case. The zip hasn't made any problems in the last 2 months of actually using it. But what I noticed is that the inner closing of the box isn't really closed when it's zipped up. So you can easily pry it open with minimal force used. I'm not sure what that is about, but this is potentially a weak point as well as a place where dirt can come in to the box and therefore on your headphones. Now let's get back to the headphone. The ear cups are, well, magnetically attached to the casing. You can easily pop them on and off. On the bottom we have a small indication of the left and right side when the ear cups are off. This is, with the controls, the only indication of the sides, but I found that when using it regularly I could actually feel the difference when wearing it the other way around, since it felt slightly off on my ears. Let's dig in a little deeper. Bluetooth range was fine for most of my usage profile. Most Bluetooth headphones disconnect when I go from my studio downstairs to the kitchen behind the fridge, and these also did. So it's absolutely in line with all the other headphones I tested over the years. Mic quality on these was also fine. Don't notice anything weird or artificial sounding. As far as I can tell, it has 2 mics on board and it's absolutely okay to make calls with it. Multi-point switching was good, worked fine with both my MacBook and my Mac Mini. Now let's actually get into all the claims that Movengine made on their website. First, weight. They say 309 grams. I don't have a scale to actually test this, but it felt light enough for me to wear it for hours on end. The clamping forces are good enough for me not to feel them after a while. Wearing a cap or without did not make any difference at all. And now let's actually get to the big hole in the middle of the headphones. This is for multiple things and we need a bit of time to actually talk about it. First, breathability, reducing sweatiness inside the ear cups. Yeah, I guess this is one way to see it. And sure, in my 2 months of using them, I did not have a single day of sweaty ears when I wore the AirCore OWH. But let's be realistic. Right now, it's not warm outside. We are in March. And I normally don't have sweaty ears when wearing any other headphones. So to me, this is a claim that I cannot talk about too much. So then the other thing, let's talk about sound. And of course, I also recorded the binaural recording for you to experience the sound as well after the talking segment. Let's begin with spatial audio, or let's be more clear what they call spatial audio. It is not what you expect it to be. There are 2 ways of spatial audio in this. One, it is not an electronically enhanced version, it's just this. And it's more of a spatial awareness due to the massive hole inside of the ear cups. And the other is a slapped on, they call it stationary mode, at least the voice inside of the headphones calls it that. It's a crude integration of actually turning your head and the music actually playing stays in the same place. It's really bad, especially since it cannot recognize if you are moving your head up or down or left to right. So it's shifting the music wildly around. It's more like a stereo shift left to right than implementation of spatial audio. Let's be real, this is the worst implementation of spatial audio I have experienced on any headphones so far. And now let's get to the actual sound, and this is where I am really torn the most. And also why I'm glad that this is not a review and more of a first impressions video. Let's make it clear. I like the idea of positioning the speakers around your ear and not firing directly into it, giving it more space, integrating the natural airflow of, well, the hole into the sound. It's novel, it's new, and it is a concept that is interesting. But do I like what I hear? This is really hard for me to decide. Movengine gives you two plugs that I have right here to actually seal the holes. And in my recording, of course, I recorded both versions of the same songs and mixed it together so that you actually can hear the difference. With the music I normally listen to, the sound is, for a better lack of terms, thin. Movengine says it's a natural soundstage. I wholeheartedly disagree. Why? Yeah, well, I tested this with songs that I recorded with my own band a couple of years ago, so I know what they should sound like. And with these headphones, yeah, they don't. Simple as that. It's very thin, the highs are predominantly in the front, almost too much. Adding the rubber seals into the holes gives them back the bass they are actually lacking without, but not in a good way. Now they are overtuned, they are booming, and in my opinion, reverberating. And you know what? I'm still not sure if this is how it should naturally sound with or without the seals. I tested it with a wide range of music, from electronic, dance music, chiptune music, pop tracks, from metal like Novelists to old school metal that I normally don't listen to, from acoustic songs to, of course, my own band. And after all of that, I'm still not sure if it is me being used to closed headphones and the sound profiles they offer, or if, simply said, the Movengine AirCore OWH is not the sound I actually seek in music. But listen for yourself. Here is the recording with and without the seals mixed together.
We don't need scars just to know we're human. We can let the world just tell us so. Light ourselves up when we're out of luck. All of my love in me was an illusion until you made my world blue stone. Turn me around when I had enough. And I know now that I'm not safe now without you.
So, first impressions. Design, haptics, transport case, and aesthetics are good. Premium, I would say. And I like that. But everything else is not what I actually look forward to in headphones. Maybe you do, I don't know. As far as I know, the price for these headphones will be $219 when the Kickstarter launches in a couple of days of the release of this video, I guess. But if this is with a 30% discount or without is something I also cannot say. as communications in the 2 months I have these headphones was very, let's call it turbulent and all over the place in terms of facts, dates, releases, and everything else. Hope this helped. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day. See you around and goodbye.